Welcome, this is session 1. We are headed out to the lake. We've got a few stops to make. We'll hop in. So it's late February. We are looking at right around, truck says 15 below. That's Fahrenheit. It's supposed to warm up today. It is supposed to get above 0. So let's hope that happens. Getting a little bit later start, which is pretty normal for me, which you'll find out. Heading out to a lake that I've had pretty good success with. It's a really good crappie lake. I haven't pulled anything too huge out of there, but good size, good eaters. Just a good time. I know I'm gonna catch something. Just finished up stop number 1. Hit up the bank. We are on to stop number 2. We're gonna head out and grab some, I don't know, probably go with some crappie minnows today. Maybe even pick up a little cup of waxies. We'll see what they're working on. I've got rods all set up and ready to go with different presentations and approach. So we'll see what they're looking to eat. And then stop number 3, we're gonna swing by the shop and pick up snowmobiles. Don't feel like walking today. We've gotten more snow over the last weekend and into this week. So yeah, not looking to trudge through the snow, though it's not too far out onto the lake, but use them when you got them. Has been acquired onto hopefully what is stop number 3 and the last stop before we get out to the lake. So let's go. Okay, well, that took way longer than it should have. Snowmobiles I left out on the trailer, so it took a while to get them started. They were nice and cold, and I've got, and we'll talk about it a little bit more later, but I've got the big Denali clam flip over house, double-sided, 4 chairs, and I should have put that in the truck before I hooked up to the snowmobile trailer, because it just barely fits in the back of the truck to get the tailgate closed. Got a topper on this truck, so the topper, the topper door needs to stay open. I don't like doing that, but I also don't like having it bungeed down on the fish house itself, because there's a crossbar right there that I don't know. You guys tell me what's the better way to go with that. Should I bungee it down so it's not loose, or because right now it's got those hydraulic arms on it and it just stays up. Anyway, onto the lake. It's gonna be a little bit of a drive. Probably won't see me again till we're all set up. Hopefully I'm done sweating by then, because it's cold outside and you don't want to be sweating when it's cold. that again took longer than expected. That guy back there, well, that one's running. That one down there didn't want to run. It would go after I'd hold the pilot down for a while, but after about a couple minutes, it would just shut off. So thankfully I got a second one. There must be some air or some moisture in the line or something. We'll have to take a look at that when we get home. On my dead stick, where are we at here? Right there, just a little bobber. I've got, like a pin spoon type deal. I'm not sure where I got it or what brand it is or whatever. I've just got a single hook on there with a crappie minnow, so he's just kind of floating above, maybe 6 inches to maybe even a foot above the bottom. And then over here I've got the next, my Markham. I've just got the Markham VX1P. So for my active rod, I've got the micro frostbite dinner bell. I believe I've got the purple and silverish one on there. Not sure what that one's called, but I've just got that tipped with a crappie minnow head right now, and just doing a decent jig cadence. Haven't really been marking anything yet. Normally would hole hop around a little bit, but with limited time this afternoon, I am just kind of setting up camp, and hopefully, I've had pretty good luck at this spot before. Hopefully we can call some in and get some action. Well, I wasn't able to get it on video. This guy came in and he actually took it and was swimming up with it. Couldn't really feel him on the line. Started reeling in, and then he was still there, so I set the hook. He came up. I'll get a measurement here in a second. There's a few more down there, so I'm just trying to take advantage while they're down there. So this guy is just under 10.5. Not sure if I'm going to keep any today. He's just on that range of maybe keeping, but I'm going to let him go. There he goes. So I switched up baits, went to a jig and the minnow head. I'm using just a gold tungsten with some eyeballs on there. Don't mind the swivel, just haven't taken that off. Caught a fish, so little guy though, probably 8 inches or so. We're gonna get him back in the water, let him grow. Another little guy, very light bite. Couldn't even tell he was on there, but again, he is pretty small. Probably another 8 or 9, 8.5. I'm gonna let him go. Caught that one on a gold jointed pinhead minnow from Clam. But let's get this guy back in the water. Well, we'll give a little update. I've got about an hour to go till I gotta start packing up. I got responsibilities back in town, picking up kids and the such. So unfortunately I haven't been able to be out here as long as I had hoped, and not out here, at prime time either. So I'm gonna have to start picking up here. But just right now I've got I'm using the small frostbite tantrum, tipped with a minnow through the tail, just to try and create some noise and some movement, right about where the fish have been coming in and marking. They are not on bottom. They are coming in probably, oh, let's see, 3 feet off bottom right now. I'm fishing in about 23, 24, maybe even 25 feet of water. So they're coming in right at 20 feet. Not marking a lot and nothing really big. I'm not sure what I'll end up showing. Right now I've only got 2 on the board, a 10.5 and maybe an 8. He was pretty small. Couldn't really even feel him when he bit. The bite is super finicky. They are not active, and I might not just be in a good spot. It's a different spot for me. I'm usually over probably about 100 yards deeper into the bowl. But yeah, so just a little midday update. I just finished eating some food. Yeah, so let's get back to it. Was just getting ready to pack up. Jigged a couple of times before I reeled up, and this guy came screaming up and took it. Of course, starting to mark more. Maybe we'll take another minute to catch another one. Skunked, but not very productive. Caught a couple, well, I think one right at the end there. Probably should have just packed up a little sooner, but it's always good to be out on the lake, out on the hard water. There's nothing, well, I'm not gonna say there's nothing, but this time of year, it's just good to get outside when we can. Hopefully we'll hit them a little better next time. It was starting to mark a little bit more that last half hour. So like I said in the intro, wasn't really going at prime time and was going to need to leave right about the time when they're going to start biting. A couple guys showed up, so hopefully they had a little better luck than I did. Had a few issues with the house today I'm gonna have to fix, but all in all, good day out on the water.